Hello, everybody! It's me, Carmine DeStefano, the Bookman. For so long, Monolith has made Xeno games, Xenogears, Xenosaga, and then Nintendo bought them out and it became Xenoblade Chronicles. And here's the latest addition to this wonderfully underrated series, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So what do I think of this game so far? Well, look, I'm a Xenoblade guy, and if you like role-playing games, actual role-playing games with specifically defined classes and certain combat systems that elicit excessive amounts of strategy and everything, that's Xenoblade. Whether or not you have a choice as to what the ending will be, that's not Xenoblade. But whatever the case, it has evolved, and once more, the combat system is a lot more streamlined than 2, which was more streamlined than 1. The graphics are a little bit cleaner, everything looks a little bit prettier despite the fact we're in a dying world. And really you have to ask how this world relates to the previous 2 Xeno worlds, or even Xenoblade Chronicles X's world. Seeing as how it all started with the Zohan, and you know that's going to pop up somewhere because it always does. Also, do we get any kind of hints towards where the blades went? Drivers and all that. Do we have any idea about the other humans beforehand, like Shulk and Fiora, who apparently you could unlock in 2? They always connect these together, and it's interesting to see how they will connect this one and all of it. But the one thing about this game is, when they had the featurette on it, they mentioned a lot of mechanics. A lot of things in the first hour plus I have not seen yet. So, although there are a couple of mechanics I didn't know about, the ones that I do know about, I'm trying to see how they're going to introduce it into the gameplay. The one issue I had with 2, which was my favorite Xenoblade game, was the cutscenes were way too fucking long at times. When the Switch starts darkening the screen because it's in sleep mode more or less, due to not being in use for such a long period of time, you know that's a long cutscene. This game is opened up with a couple of really long ones, and I'm just hoping that they don't go too far. Now listen, this is not Squaresoft, Square Enix, whatever. This is not one of those shitty games where an hour-long cutscene or a 20-minute cutscene is basically making you suicidal because the storylines and world building is shit. Monolithsoft games are incredible. They're concise, their lore is really, really deep and interesting, so it's not like it kills me to watch them. It's just, you don't want to do a 30-40 minute video where 20 or 30 minutes of it is just a cutscene. Not me anyway. But overall, the game itself so far is looking really good. Overall, the game is for those that are real role-playing game nuts like me, that again, you might not have any effect on the outcome or the ending, but you will have a lot to do to get there. So if you're that type of player where you like those solo games that you just have a bunch of content, you do a bunch of different things with your different characters and stuff, Xenoblade games are your shit. They're my shit. If you're more into action or you're more into something a little bit more stealth related, I would still say check it out because they are now making the combat system more quick-paced, more instinctive as opposed to specific strategy. I mean, there's strategy, but it's not like a slow-paced. It's very up-tempo. And again, if you're not a role-playing game type, I want to see if this one would make you more interested, if it can be a little bit more universal. But that's up to you. I thank you all for watching. I have more for you soon to come. So stay tuned, take care, and have a great day.
Assumed our time was forever, naturally.
It has been years, my love, but you shall return to me soon.